Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Mayfield 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
3-yard line.
Sacked there by DeForest Buckner. Boy, was he big news around the draft in 2020 when the Colts traded their 13th overall pick for him. He absolutely solidifies their defensive front. Great interior pressure that they haven't been able to exhibit in recent seasons.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Following the penalty, Chubb. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Mayfield now from the 50. Going deep here for Landry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, Rivers. And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rivers now. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Just like that.
A give. This is Chubb. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 24, Nick.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They toss it left side to Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on
and the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
A gain of 37
one of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
36-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
He was taken down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Rivers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Ball carrier.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often in Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
24-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Fitzgerald.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
53's the mark. 53.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
Made back at the 48-yard line.
Second and 16. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
3rd down.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you take, watch him learn. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red, read, red, tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A fumble on the
2nd quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
He was taken down by...
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rivers hands this one to Matt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
Complete.
A very solid gain of 27.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Rivers. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Colts 10, Browns nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
Now Mayfield lost the football. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Mack Wilson.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go right back to Mack, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
The stop.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Left.
Rivers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Rivers going to get this into the hands of Mack. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the give, this is Mack, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The Colt ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now on 2nd and 13, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Carry on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Complete to Michael Pittman. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
By the Colts.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Marlon Mack, the ball.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2, Brings up third and less than a yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And a Colts first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run the draw play with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second and 11. Operating from the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Carl Joseph.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The 49-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield caught left side. It's Beckham. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Well, 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
First down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
7-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Up to 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They run it again with Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Andy Janovich with time running out, and the Browns have taken the lead. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Browns 14, Colts 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. taken at about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
1-yard line.
One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.